This is my 1998 Honda Civic. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to change the headliner. As you can see, this is drooping and sagging, and I'm going to show you guys how to replace that. The first thing you're going to want to do is remove anything that is attached to the headliner. So the mirrors, the handles, and the lights. And what you'll need is a screwdriver and a flathead. These pieces, what you need to do is put the flathead through this hole, and you press the clip and you twist and they will come out. Now that you have everything out, you can basically just pull the whole headliner out. Starting from the front, you want to pull down and work your way down the sides and around. Now that your headliner is out, you can now take off the old existing fabric. Now that the old fabric is off, you can start to lay out your new fabric. This is the well-known Bride logo. This is what I'm going to be using for my headliner. Headliner fabric off. What you want to do now is lay over your new fabric and cut it to size. Now that I have my new fabric lined out evenly, spaced on both sides, go ahead and cut off the extras on both sides. Now that you have your fabric cut to size, you want to start the gluing process. What I use is this. You could use any spray adhesive glue that's made for fabrics. What you want to do is not spray the whole thing and try to do it at once. You'll get a lot of wrinkles and bubbles that way. The method that I do is you fold over one side, you spray here, and you spray there. You lay that side down, and then you flip everything over and do it section by section to have the least amount of wrinkles. Once you have your first part of glue sprayed on, you want to let it sit about 30 to 45 seconds so that it gets tacky. If you try putting it on right away, it will not stick. What I did here was put a piece of paper so I won't get overspray on the existing fabric. Now that the fabric is glued on, you can flip it over and cut out slits where all the holes are and start out cutting around the corners and then glue around all of the edges. Once it is upside down, you want to take a razor blade and just make a bunch of slits so that you could fold the pieces over and glue them down to the underside of the headliner. Same as the corners, make a bunch of slits this way and fold over. The edges do not have to be perfect because they will all be tucked away behind the plastic pieces in the interior. Once you have the slits made in the underside of the fabric, you want to spray glue on the fabric and around the outside where you'll be folding it over. Once the glue is on, you go ahead, pull and press down, and just complete this process around each hole on the headliner. This is what it looked like after the flaps are glued down and flipped over. And along the edges, to make your life easier, if you do a bunch of slits like this and just glue one at a time, fold over and glue, fold over and glue, just repeat the process around the whole headliner. Once everything is glued on and folded over, it's ready to go back into the car. Now that the fabric is back, now that the headliner is back in the car, you can see around the edges it's nice and clean because it gets tucked behind the plastic. All you need to do now is put everything back on and you're all set. Once everything is back in and in place, you should be all ready to go. As you can see, there's no sagging as the previous headliner. I went ahead and also did the fabric on my rear seat delete that I did. Thanks for watching. Let me know if this helped you guys.